Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Third installment of Scott's Selections here for Wednesday, May 17th. For again today's play of the day, quick recap what happened yesterday. We had a loss in baseball with the Rockies' first five. Team total over 3.5 runs at plus 105 on DraftKings. Wasn't even close. The Rockies had a leadoff single to start the game, and then they had no hits for the rest of the 5 innings as they ended up getting shut out in the first five. Against a pitcher with a 6+ ERA in the minors this year, and Williamson shut him down. Didn't help. Chris Bryant was a healthy scratch in the middle of the afternoon. But either way, Rockies weren't close, and we'll look for a winner here on Wednesday. And for today's play of the day, going to go back to baseball and look at a game in the afternoon between the Diamondbacks and the Athletics, taking place at around 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And for this game, going to take the Athletics. Team total over 3.5 runs at minus 135 on DraftKings. Time recording of 2 a.m. Eastern Time. So a couple reasons why I'm going to take the Athletics team total over in this game. First things first, I am aware that Oakland is a really bad baseball team, arguably the worst team in the league. However, offensively, they could be a lot worse. The Athletics are averaging 3.74 runs per game, which is the fourth fewest in the league, and they did score 9 runs yesterday. So I do think that they might enter this game with a little bit of extra juice after kind of waking up offensively yesterday. 3.74, not a good number for an offense, but once again, the team total is only 3.5. So Oakland offensively has actually gone over this number quite regularly, and I think as a result, this number is a little bit too low. Plus, they're not exactly against a great pitching staff because Arizona's pitching, especially on the road, has been quite underwhelming. The Diamondbacks are allowing 5.28 runs per road game this season, which is the fourth most in the league. And their starting pitcher for this game is supposed to be Ryan Nelson, who's been very, very underwhelming this year. He has an ERA north of 6, and he's been equally bad on the road and at home. So he's been bad everywhere. But his road stats this season, 15 innings pitched, 20 hits allowed, 6 flat ERA. So not good on the road. And he's been consistently bad because Nelson has allowed at least 3 runs in 7 of his first 8 starts this season. On top of that, Arizona's been bad pitching in day games this season, as the Diamondbacks have a 5.2 ERA in day games, which is the 5th highest in the league. And Arizona's bullpen, also not very good. Diamondbacks have a 4.5 bullpen ERA, which is the 6th highest in the league. And they also went to 12 innings yesterday. So I do expect them to be a little bit shorthanded in the bullpen because they used a lot of their main guys yesterday since it was a close game for several innings. And I think as a result, you might see a longer leash on Nelson, which isn't a good thing because once again, he's been very bad this year, or maybe they'll be using the C squad for the bullpen. But a lot of the main guys pitched yesterday, and I think that might be a problem for Arizona's bullpen since Nelson has not exactly gone much length so far this season in the starts. Plus, the wind is actually blowing out to right center field at roughly 7 miles per hour. I know Oakland can be a bit of a dangerous place to take overs with because of the fact that the games usually die in the I'd say evenings because of the actual wind, etc. But I do think at the end of the day, with this game taking place in the middle of the afternoon, that might lead to a couple more runs. And I do think with the pitching staff Arizona has, the fact that a lot of the bullpen got used yesterday, and the fact that Nelson is really not that good, 3.5 does feel a little bit low for a team total. And I think as a result, you should end up seeing Oakland probably score north of 4 in this game. Now, is it possible that Nelson shuts the door? Maybe. But if he does, then Arizona's bullpen still has to pitch a couple innings, and I think that could be a problem. But 3.5 seems a little bit low for a team that scored 9 runs yesterday. I'm going to take the overs. Play that once again here for Wednesday, May 17th is going to be on the Athletics team total over 3.5 runs at minus 135 on DraftKings. Bye, everyone.